Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to Alpha Beta Consulting LLP. Also welcoming you to 2012 Ebsrcm workshop on Ebsrcm operations for MDS. Well, like you have heard earlier, it has become an annual thing. Then it's every year we try to call ourselves together like this so that we can remind us of what we are supposed to be doing with the equipment that we have in our offices, designated as e-service point. I want to believe that none of us here will say has not seen that equipment before. A router, just like a black box like this, and then some other equipment. I hope there's somebody here who has seen it before. Okay, thank you. So we want to take off on that note. Why are we taking off on that note? Is because e-service point is seen, as the house of all the resources that concerns Lagos State government tax, matters. And like we are aware, our offices, whether our ministry or agency or parastatal in Lagos State, has been designated as e-service point because some people will be coming around to, access some services in your office. Or it could even be member of staff, as in your colleagues, that were not opportune to be in this workshop, that will come to you for one information or another on how to go about their tax, related matters. So this is why e-service point is the first point of call in this workshop, so that we can actually introduce us to reasons why we are gathered together. So what you are seeing on the screen, they are all in the manual with you. But I think for quick access, we can just look up and then get the information. Now, those itemized on the screen, or those listed on the screen, are the services that are available in any e-service point. No matter how the e-service point is, well equipped or not, well equipped, these services are available there. And once anybody comes asking for these services, there should be somebody who is there to attend to them. One of them is collection and submission of ETCC application form. I want to believe that as we are seated here, we have our own ETCC card. You have one. Very well. How about you, sir? You don't have. May I ask why, sir?
I just joined service
last year. The year you are qualified. Why I'm asking that question is that as a civil servant, as a worker, for Lagos State government, it's automatic. You should have it because your tax is being deducted from the source. So, but that is the automatic, aspect of it. But then we need to probably get your consent that you really need it. Else, if we just produce it without your own consent, it might be at the end of the day that we just be thrown into the dustbin or anywhere. That means you may not see the value for it. But if you are asked for it by way of obtaining the form, filling the form, I hope you are getting what I'm saying, submitting the form. Now, if you have to go through that stress, then it means that you know the importance, you know the value. So that's why we need to actually get your consent before such card is produced. So in the course of this workshop, I'm sure some of my colleagues here who are saddled with that responsibility will still talk about it, and from there we will ask you how you want to go about it, obtaining your home. Now, apart from that, we have e-pay card synchronization. What is e-pay card synchronization? For instance, I don't know when last you accessed the details on your card. Ma'am, you can't even remember. How about you, ma'am? How about you, sir? Aha. See, now that card you are holding, then how are you so sure that it's still valid? How are you sure? Huh? No, there's no expiry date there. That's what you do?
Yes.
Which office do you take it to?
I think one of my staff went.
Oh, really? The staff comes here?
I don't know, maybe it's here or that one.
Or in Alausa? Okay, but all you know is that it takes the card out, then you return the card back to you. But do you ever try assessing the information whether the card, has been updated or not? No. Which ministry, man? Information and strategy. I'm sure we have our equipment in your office. Good. Now, so see, that's the point. Were you here last year? Oh, good. Well, that's why I said the importance of this workshop is to remind ourselves of what we already know. Do you get? Now, it might be that maybe because of other assignments and pressure here and there, the equipment might just be lying down there, and you won't get to have time to look into it. But what we are saying is that that's your staff that you are sending to, I don't know how many kilometers it is from your office to that office that he or she has gone to. The services that you need, the equipment, the resources that you need, they are present in your office. So you need not, need to send any staff outside your office to get the same service that you are seeking for outside.